How old are you?
I'm 39.
39. What you do for a living?
I do her on the side. I'm not employed. I'm not on nobody's clock.
How you pay your bills?
I get child support.
Mm.
Well, keep it real, child. Okay. How many kids do you have?
I'm actually the one that was on the in the comments when old girl April was on your show yesterday. I got 7 kids.
Wow.
Okay, I didn't know you were in the comments. Did I say something about you?
7
They was eating
kids.
me up in the comments.
Okay, well, the cousins, I don't have nothing to do with that because I was doing the interview. So what happened?
I just stated that I had 7 kids, and somebody was like, "Is that a flex for you?" I'm like, "No, it's my truth." So I will never tell a man, because I have 3 that live here, but I have 7 together all together. But I would never tell a guy, "Oh, I have 3 kids," just so they would want to date me. But yeah, I have 7 kids.
I mean, she's being honest. Some women may lie. In fact, some women may lie, even when let's say they have adult kids who don't live with them. They sometimes go out with men on dates, and the man is like, "Hey, how many kids do you have?" And some women will say they got no kids simply because their kids are adults and they're off to college, or they live by themselves and they don't live with her anymore because they are considered adults. They don't say I have kids anymore. They just say I have no kids just because their kids are grown and gone. So she's being honest. Hey, listen, I got 7 kids. You either deal with me or not.
Okay, 7 kids. All right, how old are your 7 kids?
I have a 19-year-old, a 13-year-old, a 16-year-old, and my last 4, 6, 3, one just turned 2 today, and I have a 5-year-old.
A 5-year-old. Okay, how many men?
6.
6 men.
What you call you? Girl, you got 6 men. What you looking for? You calling me for number 7?
Wow.
No, so let me say this. Before I started having kids, I always had a plan for my future. I wanted to have all my kids by one man. I wanted
Okay.
a Christian man, but life don't go as we planned it. But I wouldn't necessarily say I'm looking to have more kids. I'm just looking to not have to look no more.
Well, I understand that, but my question is, you gave 6 men a child. Out of all those 6 men, none of them were good enough for you to be with for until the end of time.
That's a good question. Okay, so we know you had a plan to only have kids by one man. Good. Most people do, right? But now let's say you had kids with the first guy, it didn't work out. Fine. We'll give you the second time. The second guy, you have kids with him, it doesn't work out. By this time you should be learning, okay, what did I do wrong? Maybe I don't know how to pick men. Maybe I shouldn't have kids with every man that I date. Okay, second mistake. Let's go with the third man. It happens again the third time. You have a baby with him. So you should have chosen to be like, you know what? I shouldn't have kids with every man that I date. But it took you 6 men with 7 kids to realize you shouldn't have kids with every man? Wow.
In the beginning. But to be honest, a lot of these guys caught me in a moment of me being vulnerable. So
no accountability. Now she's blaming the man. No accountability at all.
That's just pretty much what it is. Well, was, but.
Well, let me ask you a question. Alicia, how old are you? You talking 39. So Alicia's 39, St. Louis, unemployed, mom of 7 kids, 4 live with her, by 6 men. Have you ever been married?
No, I've been proposed to, but never been married.
So what kind of men are you looking for, Alicia?
A man that's not married. I don't do cheaters. I don't like cheaters. I don't do thieves. I'm not real too particular on a guy that I'm looking for. I just don't want no drama. Don't want no mess.
I mean, you're right. You're not particular at the man you want to date. I mean, clearly that's how you got 6 men with kids. Clearly, because you're not very particular.
4 kids that don't live with you, why? Just curious.
So my oldest daughter, she's grown pretty much.
Okay, 19. Okay.
My 13-year-old pays for her dad.
Okay.
And then the other two I don't want to discuss.
Okay, I respect that. Now here's the deal, Alicia. You have a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old. Are the 2-year-old and 3-year-old by the same man?
Actually, the 2-year-old and the 5-year-old is about the same man.
So you have a 3-year-old though too, right? So you had a
Yes.
baby 1 year, and then the following year you got pregnant by somebody else. Okay. Now, Alicia, if you are you familiar with my show?
Yeah, I know. I ain't
Okay.
even got the comments on it.
So you already know that there's gonna be a lot of comments about this. So I'm gonna give you a chance to respond to the people that feel like, you know, you have 7 kids by 6 men. You have pretty much, well, a 5-year-old, a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 6-year-old. Do the 6-year-old and the 5-year-old have the same dad?
The 6-year-old, no, they don't.
Okay.
Wow.
So there's moments when you were pregnant 1 year by one man and then pregnant the following year by another man.
Damn, like when Kendra puts it like that, it sounds even worse. That's why I was trying to be very lenient in the beginning. I'm like, okay, I'm going to give you 3 kids to make mistakes. So by 3 men. After the third, and I'm being generous, after the third man, you should look down, you should sit down and be like, you know what? It's okay, I can date all the multiple men I want, but I shouldn't be having kids with every single man. And this goes to Future. This goes to Nick Cannon. Because I know the ladies already said we don't hold men accountable. This goes to the men also. You can date as many women as you want, but don't bring kids into this world with every woman. Because that takes away from every other kid that you have, because you can't spend enough time with every kid. So that affects all the kids in the long run, because they don't have their parents to spend enough time with them. And it affects the community.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. So this is going to be talked about, honey. So what do you have to say to the people that's going to be talking about this and thinking that what man would sign up for this?
I mean, it's fine if a man don't want to sign up for it, but I'm saying everybody has a past. And also a lot of people also commented and said that can't nobody judge me, don't nobody have no heaven or hell to put me in. The kids that I have, I could have aborted to keep to keep myself from being talked about, or to keep my reputation. So I decided to keep mine.
Well, I want to say this, and I hear that a lot, and I get that, and respect for you for having all your children. But there's also birth control methods. There's birth control. There's condoms. There's other precautions that you can take other than just
I'm gonna just be honest with you. To be honest, I just don't need to have no sex because I've got pregnant with the depot, and then it's a little TMI, but I got that pussy gripper. So.
Oh my God. So she's praising for having a tight pussy, for having 7 kids with 6 men. So she went from saying it was a mistake to blaming the man to now she's blaming her own pussy that it's too tight. So the men just can't help themselves but make babies. Oh my God. Yo, this is crazy. I mean, she's funny. I'll give her that.
So my best bet is I just don't need to have no sex till I get married and get some stability.
Is the goal marriage?
Celibacy.
Just
Celibacy and then marriage.
What?
Celibacy.
Wait, what? You said you're celibate?
Yes.
Oh my God. So she waited to have 7 kids with 6 men for her to realize that she's not going to have sex until marriage again? Which man is going to sign up for this? Like, I need evidence of a man signing up for such a deal. Because in the meantime, before you guys get married, you're going to be spending some money. And that some of that, because she has a 5-year-old, a 2-year-old, I think a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old. So if any man is dating her seriously for marriage, he's going to have to spend money on her kids as they work towards marriage, if we're going to be honest. Because it's going to be the stepfather for all them kids. Now, fair, she said she gets out child support. But if they're working towards marriage, he's going to have to provide in some capacity. And after they get married, move into the same house, he's going to provide for kids that don't belong to him. But in the meantime, she's going to make him wait till marriage, but she didn't make the other 6 guys wait for marriage. Do you see how any man, I don't know how any man could sign up for this.